Hello, everyone. This is Laura Simpson with Web Luminary, doing part 2 of how to edit your WordPress website on Elementor. And part 2 is going to be about adding images, and that is enough for one video. So, but I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible. I'm going to share my screen. And I happen to be working on a website right now that sent me a video, and I mean, not a video, it sent me an image that I needed to add. So this is a landing page, so a one-page website. And as you can see, there's a picture here that I added to the website, but I'm going to do this again because I grabbed this from a Google Drive. So this is very similar to what you might be doing. And there's some extra things that really need to get done. So the thing about an image is that they tend to be really big. So what happens is that if you add too many of them to your website that are too big, your website becomes slow. So 90% of the time, probably 99% of the time, when I get an image, I end up making it smaller in image size, but it doesn't affect the quality. So I'm going to take, and I do this in Photoshop, and I realize that not everybody does this in Photoshop. So what I've taught my clients is to use Canva. Canva is free. I'm logged in right now, and as you can see, I use this quite a bit, even though I have Photoshop. I'm logged in right now, but what I'm doing is free. So what you want to do is you need to load this picture in. So I create a design, but what I'm doing is editing the photo. And then what it's going to do is take me to my, this is actually the edited version of the photo. So I'm going to go to my downloads where I first downloaded it from Google Drive. And this is how I received it. It was 1.5 megs. It's way too big. And so a dialog came up and I said, edit photo. My Zoom thing was kind of in the middle there. So what I like everyone to do before they add a photo to the WordPress website is to resize it. And as you see, this is Sean Covey. It's in Franklin Covey. And I'm going to download it as a JPEG. So that's going to, and as you can see, it's 2160 by 2160. So you're not allowed to do too much in terms of pixel size, but I'm going to cut it down in half. And that's about right. About 1,000 by 1,000 pixels. 1,000 should be, well, 1,200 should be the largest at one size, because that's the largest resolution on a monitor anyway for a website. So there's no point of having anything bigger on there. But all I did was move the size over to 0.5. Quality is the same. And unfortunately, it doesn't tell me what the size is going to be. So I just have to download it and see what happens. And as you can see, it's downloading. And if it didn't download, it's downloaded here. So I'm going to go everything goes to my download folder. So it made it 9.8 kilobytes. That is 1/10 of the size of what it was before at 1.5. So now this is much better. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to the website. And I mean, it's already there, but you know, I'm just going to delete it and add it again so you can see it. So here it is. And I just hit the trash can to delete it. And now I'm going to choose an image and I'm going to pretend this guy isn't already here. And I'm going to upload. And I'm taking to my downloads folder because that's where I uploaded from last time. But you can obviously move things around. This is just like anything else. And it's coming away. But I have to open. It loads it in. This is where we get into metadata. So this is Sean Covey. Alt text is actually meant for the handicapped, visually impaired, and if their text is read to them, you don't want a bunch of junk in there, and alt text is what's read to them. So I'm going to say a headshot of Sean Covey, president. Well, no, I don't need to say that because that's actually the text later. And here is where I can put the caption and the description. And this might be where I would keyword stuff. And 2022 conference. Speaker. I just won't add it to the alt text. I'm not showing the caption. This isn't really garbling up the picture, and voila, here he is again. Well, you'll see there's a nice white border here. That wasn't the default. So let me show you how I did that. So content, here he is. If you need to link to like his link to like a biography, a Wikipedia on him if you want. But you can if you want. And you can do all kinds of stuff here. You can make the image nice big. I like him big because I like pictures of people. And if you notice from a engagement standpoint, people like seeing pictures of people. So I think it's a good thing to keep big. And you can not have a border. So there we go, it went away. But I'm gonna peruse. I mean, you can see it looks like a picture frame this way. That's a little busy for me, but that's just my opinion. And so I have a solid and I can change the color to different, do all kinds of stuff here. So I like the white. And if you ever wonder what white is, it's FF, FF, FF. That's the code for F for white. I'm sorry, it obviously is an F. And here I'm having a little trouble. I'm going to actually fix that later. The text is not coming over very well. It's like acting funny. Seems to be a lot of seem like a lot of gobbledygook for no reason. Let me see if I can get the color to switch. I'm hoping it did, even though it didn't show it to me. Sometimes it's a caching issue. So that's it. That's adding an image into Elementor. Next, I'm going to add an image. Add the same image into an Enviro gallery. So I have one client that I actually have a gallery, photo gallery. And Brennan, this is for you. Here's a gallery. And I did this because it's a little easier to add to a gallery than it is to like find a spot on your web page. So I'm going to log in, hoping it remembers me, because I hate looking up passwords. It does. And Enviro gallery. And you see there's one gallery, so it's like a group of photos. And I'm going to edit this and show you how to add to here. And basically it's just a bunch of pictures. So I can select files from my computer. Just hit the control key to load into. And it does add them to the end. And the one thing I have to say is it's not so great for SEO, I found after the fact. And what happens is it gets loaded, but you don't see the metadata. So if you hit edit though, you can enter in the caption. What I would do to make this more applicable is, let's pretend this is a picture of a house that's been painted. This is a website for a painter. So bedroom in Cary, North Carolina, painted dove white by so just add a little SEO text in there. It's SEO about it is the word painting, painted, the color. Somebody might be looking for an example of that. Bedroom, I need my bedroom painted, and Cary, North Carolina is actually the most important because usually people are looking for a painter that's near them. So you need to put the name of the town in. And that's save metadata. It's there. You have to hit X to get out. And now I'm going to trash these, but that's all you have to do is log in. And this Pinterest pin is right above it. And I could update the whole page. That's another thing you need to do. I'm not going to do that because I really didn't change anything. And that's it. That's the end of adding pictures with Elementor and then with an Enviro gallery.